Some companies didn't just survive apartheid, they thrived because of it. Cheap black labor, government contracts, and racially skewed policies created massive profits for a select few. Today, we'll look at 10 South African companies that directly or indirectly benefited from apartheid, and are still powerful, often under the same families or leadership that steered them through those years. Welcome back to Biz Chat SA, the channel where we unpack South African businesses, money, and power. If you've ever wondered how apartheid built some of the biggest businesses in SA, buckle up, because the roots of today's corporate giants run deep into the past. If you enjoy this episode, please like and subscribe, it truly goes a long way. In number 1 we have Anglo American. Founded in 1917 by Ernest Oppenheimer, Anglo American became a mining giant under apartheid. The Oppenheimer family's close ties to the government meant access to lucrative mining rights, while apartheid laws guaranteed a steady supply of cheap, controlled black labor for gold and diamond mines. By exploiting regulated black labor in the mines, Anglo-American's profits soared, helping the Oppenheimers build a global empire that still dominates mining today. The company was protected by government policies and racial land laws, which kept competitors out and ensured their dominance. Number 2. De Beers. Closely linked to Anglo, and also controlled by the Oppenheimer family, De Beers dominated diamond mining. Apartheid-era migrant labor systems and state support allowed De Beers to control the world's diamond supply and amass huge wealth. The company benefited from state-backed monopolies and the migrant labor system, which kept wages low and profits high. De Beers built massive wealth while black miners lived in tightly controlled compounds, a system enforced by apartheid laws that kept workers cheap and replaceable. In third place, Sanlam. Originally an insurer, Sanlam grew into a powerful conglomerate. Led by Afrikaner business leaders, it used apartheid-era policies to expand its investment arm, Sanlam Investment Corporation, gaining major stakes in key sectors. By leveraging government contracts and racially exclusive policies, Sanlam built up major holdings in other companies, helping Afrikaner capital dominate the economy. Sanlam's leadership played a central role in shaping Afrikaner business networks which still influence South African finance today. 4. Shoprite. Under the guidance of Christo Wiese, Shoprite grew rapidly in the 1970s and 80s, taking advantage of apartheid's restrictions on black-owned retail. Shoprite's expansion into black townships only happened after resistance was crushed, allowing the company to capture new markets with little competition. The lack of competition enforced by apartheid laws let Shoprite dominate retail and grow into Africa's largest supermarket chain. 5. ABSA, formerly United Building Society. ABSA was formed from several banks that operated under apartheid's financial system, including Volkskas, which was closely tied to Afrikaner elites. These banks lent to white South Africans while excluding black borrowers, building wealth for a privileged minority. ABSA's growth was built on racially exclusive property and business financing, helping it become one of South Africa's biggest banks today. 6. Sasol. Created by the apartheid government in 1950, Sasol was a state-funded petrochemical company designed to counter oil sanctions. Its leadership was appointed by the state, ensuring loyalty to the regime. Sasol was literally a product of apartheid policy, receiving state funding and protection to guarantee energy independence. The company supplied fuel and chemicals critical to apartheid's survival, and today remains a major player in South Africa's economy. 7. Naspers. Once a propaganda machine for the apartheid government, Naspers was led by Tan Vosloo and other Afrikaner nationalists, controlling Afrikaans newspapers and pushing pro-regime messaging. Naspers used its media monopoly and government support to silence dissent and shape public opinion in favor of apartheid. With its privileged status, Naspers grew into a media and now tech giant, with its legacy still visible in its global reach. Founded in 1917, this mining giant struck gold, literally. The Oppenheimer family's control over Anglo-American and De Beers set the stage for decades of dominance. 8. Remgro. Linked to the Rupert family and the Stellenbosch elite, Remgro was built on apartheid-era opportunities in tobacco, healthcare and finance. Anton Rupert and his family used their influence and access to restricted markets to build a business empire that still shapes South African industry. Remgro became a huge benefactor of Afrikaner nationalist capital networks, cementing its place among the country's most powerful conglomerates. 9. Liberty Group. Founded by Sir Donald Gordon, Liberty focused on white markets during apartheid, offering insurance and pensions to a racially exclusive customer base. By serving only privileged groups, Liberty built wealth and influence that helped it become a major financial services group after apartheid. 10. ESCOM. State-run and still relevant today, ESCOM provided cheap power to white-owned industry while denying electrification to black areas, reinforcing economic inequality. ESCOM's policies under apartheid helped white businesses grow, while black communities were left in the dark, literally and economically. The company was central to apartheid-era economic growth, favoring certain groups and shaping the country's industrial landscape. This isn't about cancel culture. It's about understanding where power came from, and why economic inequality in South Africa is still so deep today. These companies didn't just exist during apartheid, they benefited from the system, and many are still led by the same families or networks. What do you think? Should these companies be held accountable? Should they reinvest more in black communities today? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and follow BizChat SA for more real talk on South African businesses, money, power, and how we break the cycle.